as you're standing, both hands should be on that wow. There's two handles, both hands should be on that wow. We're all different heights, and this is my concern. With this, people don't tend to do this. What you wanna do is you wanna look over it. You don't wanna look to the side, because think about, I mean, look at how I'm standing if I'm looking over the side. And if I'm doing this, I'm just going like this. So you're on your spine, you're putting a lot of stress. And with that comes the shoulders, the whole thing. So you wanna look over it. What I've told nurses when I've done this is, I know it takes a couple extra seconds, but lower them before you start to move, so you can look over it. Therefore, you're walking straight. The closer your elbows are to your body when you're pushing it, the safer it is. Now, I'm not sure about the legs, what our stride is and everything, but the closer you can hold it to your body, the less stress you're giving, because you're not just pushing with the arms from the shoulders down, and that's where a lot of our pain is. So those are the two main things. I understand when everybody goes in, well, you guys more than nursing, goes into those elevators off different levels and everything. If you're looking ahead, you can see that. Therefore, those legs need to push a little bit more, not the arms. Don't try to push it and then step in. It truly, truly will start to make a difference. So, any questions?
Diane, in the elevators, because I had one almost fall over me a couple weeks ago. I was demonstrating to the IS people what the problem was.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did, I was backing out, and then it fell over. What's the right way to get off the elevator?
Forward.
Always
Forward.
go forward.
Think about it. When we push things, we're putting our whole body into it, and we're using our legs more than we are our arms and everything else. A lot of people do this, but if your arms are here, you're going to use your whole body. If you're backing up, your arms tend to be like this, you're looking backwards, we don't have eyes in the back of our head, and any of us that have children, they believe it, but we know it's not true, and so we have to turn around and look. So doing something like that, you have no control, and that's why we have a lot of patients here that have fallen. In addition to a lot of other things, but that's why, because we don't have eyes in the back of our head. Forward is the best thing, and if you're looking over it, you can see what's coming up.
So turning it around when we're in the elevator.
Yes.
We're pushing it in.
Yes, and as long as it's lowered, then you can see over it. And like I said, I know this takes a few seconds because I've done this with nursing. Everybody understands it, but it's like, I don't have time to lower it and this, and then I want it back in my right position, this and that. So if you lower it and you look straight, your whole stature is gonna be straight. You're gonna save those joints. And you know what? And I'm sure every one of you guys have felt something at one point. It's like, whoa, keep your body straight. That's
what about going around the corners too? Because I saw this.
When you're around the corners, once again, keep those arms straight. If it's straight in front of you, you can walk. Think about driving a car. You're not turning your body to turn the car. You're turning the wheel. Same concept as this. Keep it in front of you, both hands, not one hand, because one is going to get really fatigued versus the other if you're doing it like that. Okay? Any questions? When you guys are standing there, I know when you're in the room it's not so easy, but if you happen to stop in the halls and document, lean against a wall. If you read this, if you lean against a wall, your hips, your shoulder blades, and your head is against a wall, your head is sitting directly on top of your spine. You're not going to be doing one of these, you're not going to be doing one of these, and anybody who has glasses or contacts, if they're not single vision, it kind of makes a difference. So you may have to kind of look at the adjustment of the height, which part of the glasses or of the contacts am I using, where I need it here instead of keep doing this, because think about what your neck is doing and how you're going to get achy. Or this, if you look over your glasses, we all have our own ways. I wear contacts, and they're bifocal contacts, so I get what everybody, if anybody has those, if anybody has glasses or contacts. I'm just trying to think.
I know we can move the screen up and down, but I don't know how.
Oh, you don't know how to move it? And I know Cindy just told me that some of them actually are getting the pivot.
Yep, they're gonna buy them for
You
everybody.
know what? If you can pivot it to the side, you're looking straight ahead. You don't even have to lower or raise it. To lower it,
The lever's on the front.
yeah,
It's right, see that blue lever?
Sometimes I don't. Where's the lever?
Does everybody know where that lever?
That one brings the whole
That brings
thing
it
up and down.
That has nothing to do with the screen.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the screen.
The other thing is when you lower it, some people will do this and just kind of let it fall. Be careful. Some of them, the mechanics of it, it's gonna fall. Don't try to stop it. You know what? Not that we want to ruin the equipment, but if the equipment falls, it's not gonna get hurt. If we're trying to stop it, we're gonna hurt ourselves. So you know what? If it goes fast, it goes fast.
Turn the
Once you
light
get-
off.
You guys typically take
It's
the same
shining on
ones.
your computer.
Yeah,
The
we
same
keep it all
ones, or
day.
just kind of grab one and go.
No, we have one all day long.
But I mean, every day when you're
Hmm?
here.
Yeah, that one is shining on it.
Okay, so you'll just
So I
take-
can't-
not
it's
like
too
the one
dark.
assigned.
That was my concern because I do lower it every time I walk because I'm vertically challenged, and that's tiring.
Yes.
Lifting and lowering and lifting and lowering.
Yeah, it
and
is.
That hurts your back.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, that's.
When you're doing it, you're going in the room, coming out, moving it down.
If we
Yeah,
get those,
'cause all the
those
weights up.
That will
screens
help.
flip.
And yes, like I said, it takes a few extra seconds. It's annoying to get it right back up in the same position. But the nice thing is, I think all of them have the lower and elevate with the screens. So even if the keyboard isn't in the right place immediately, fix the screen.
How do you fix the
So
screen
how
again?
do we change the screen?
No, I don't think.
Literally
You can't
just
have it-
push.
that's
No, we don't have that one. That's, we got one of the nice
Oh,
ones.
that's the only one that has it. I'm like,
That's
oh,
the
I've
only
never
one
seen
that
that.
has that one. This is the,
Those that we don't have.
Yeah, because that's the another problem. That's another problem because you cannot put the screen at your level.
Mhm.
well, they all do elevate and lower.
But I think you have to unscrew them. I don't think it's an easy.
You know what? They may need to.
When are we getting those new things, Cindy?
They just ordered them a couple days ago. They were from the hospital.
And you know what? If you don't have them, if they're not expected to be here within the next 10 days, I would have whatever department takes care of the wows, have them come in and they need to grease these because these should lower and elevate easily.
Yeah, because
they're
it's
in-
never comfortable to have the keyboard at
Right.
your stand and the screen at your stand. You
Okay.
can't do it.
I'll call them.
I'm gonna show you that. What you wanna do is put this here. If the keyboard, obviously it can be raised and lowered, but here's what you wanna do. Elbows next to your body, 90 degree. If they're down here, you're putting stress on your shoulders. And I've seen every one of you guys that are on shifts when I'm here and nursing. When you do this, you tend to type and all of a sudden your shoulders are like this. Versus if you're here, you can rest those shoulders, just, they're not doing any work. It should literally be 90 degrees at the elbow, okay? So you're gonna need it a little bit higher. Well, I do anyways. And you're like this. This should be, this is a good distance from when the keyboard is pulled out and where the screen is located. But if it doesn't feel comfortable, back up a little bit. It really shouldn't be more than 12 to 18 inches closer. It should be, that should be the distance, 12 to 18 inches. Now, if you wear glasses, if you wear contacts, bifocals, that, you know, I mean, no matter how acute our vision is, 12 to 18 inches and a good gauge, if you're not really sure, put your arm out with your fingers facing up. And the closest it should be is the screen touching the palm of your hand. Okay, and then, like I said, elbows, 90 degrees. And you're standing here and you're able to do this. The nice thing is that this does twist, but now it's high, and then you have to lower it until they get these pivots. And you can just do this because then you can see where you're going. And now you can keep it in that height.
It can't be nice.
Elevating and lowering it.
Does anybody have a specific instance where they felt they got hurt and what was the situation? How did we? what we're doing.
I think it's mostly the turning, because when you're turning, they're kind of like out of control. The computers are out of
Yes,
control.
yeah.
They write by themselves because they roll on the floor.
When you guys turn, do you push this in? Do you push the keyboard in?
It's all in. Yeah, it is in.
It's always in?
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing, you know, if you're like this. All right, and so now you're gonna start actually. Hoping in the next 10 days you guys all have this. So you just twist it, and when you turn, elbows next to your body.
See, it's the twisting motion when you turn.
But she didn't twist.
Yeah, I think it's
It
because I usually found that I was twisting at the waist, and that's when I was getting the sciatic pain.
Feet first. Anybody who follows baseball, think about a balk, if you know what I'm talking about. With a balk means your feet, your toes have to be facing where the ball's going. And if you're doing this, your toes are facing one way, this is going the other way. It's gonna create havoc. And you said that. So keep those elbows, and if you have to pull them in, you have to pull them in. You see what I'm doing? Any questions?
Very good, Diane. That was very, very helpful.
You're welcome. I'll keep an eye on you guys in the hall.
Okay, please. Diane needs that sign-up sheet back, Sunday.
I do. Is everything signed in?
No, I
Diane, can I get a copy of that later too?